Hello there, Brick Fanatics! Well, it certainly has been a year, hasn't it? 2023 has been an absolutely fantastic time for fans of LEGO, as the LEGO Group has expanded its range further and given us some weird and wild and wonderful sets that we couldn't possibly have dreamed of before we got to this point. As things wrap up on 2023 and we start looking forward to 2024, it's time to take one last look back at this year and some of the best LEGO sets that we've had over the past 12 months. Here then are the Brick Fanatics picks for the top 10 LEGO sets of 2023. Number 7 will shock you. Number 10, 76261 Spider-Man Final Battle. Alright, if any of these LEGO sets are actually going to shock you, it's this one because it's got Electro in it. Not the Shocker. I almost said the Shocker. The Shocker's a different guy with the mattress facing. He's not had the best of LEGO treatment, but I'm getting distracted. While No Way Home is not the Spider-Man film with the greatest density of different incarnations of Spider-Man, certainly it's got a lot of the live-action ones. We've got Tobey Maguire, we've got Andrew Garfield, and we've got Tom Holland all sharing screen time together. Considering that Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man was one of the very first licensed movie characters to get the minifigure treatment outside of Star Wars and Harry Potter, this was a movie that definitely needed a really solid LEGO set, and the LEGO Group have absolutely delivered. With Spider-Man Final Battle, we get 3 different Spider-Man minifigures, we get a collection of other minifigures including some iconic villains, and we get a wonderful brick-built Statue of Liberty head. Some of us are still waiting on that Paul Giamatti rhino though. Mentioning this purely so that you don't need to worry about saying it in the comments, yes, this set will also be getting a wonderful expansion in the form of Spider-Man vs. Sandman Final Battle, which will be launching on January 1st. Number 9, 71799 Ninjago City Markets. Who'd have thought we'd ever get this much mileage out of the Ninjago movie? Ninjago City Markets is a wonderful new addition to the Ninjago City mini theme, with increasingly complex and beautiful and chaotic builds that all celebrate everything that is Ninjago, while at the same time just being absolutely fantastic and cool for people who like a really detailed cityscape. Ninjago City Markets is particularly interesting because the LEGO Group has taken the opportunity to make Ninjago City a little bit more accessible and wheelchair friendly. This is the kind of thing that all cities need. Having spent some time recently in New York, I can tell you that city's not ready for wheelchairs en masse. Number 8, 75357 Ghost and Phantom 2. It's been a while now since we've had any Star Wars Rebels sets, and with Ahsoka bringing back so many of these wonderful, delightful, previously animated but now live-action characters, Ghost and Phantom 2 is one of those sets that you just have to have if you're a LEGO Star Wars fan. It's a wonderfully chunky build to put together, very satisfying to clip all into place, and the minifigures are some of the best that we've had from LEGO Star Wars in quite a long time. Hera Syndulla is a particularly well-designed minifigure, and Chopper is back, and for that alone, this set deserves a place on this list. Number 7, 10326 Natural History Museum. There were a lot of places that the LEGO Modular building series could have gone next. The Natural History Museum is a delightful new fresh direction to take the series in, because it's just such a gorgeous building. For the most part, the Modular building series is all about the facades, the outside of the building, and while certainly all of these buildings look absolutely gorgeous, you're not really going to spend a lot of time poking around inside the fairly tiny, fairly cramped rooms that make up the insides of all of these buildings. Natural History Museum then was an excellent new direction to take this series in, to give us a little bit more expansive space inside to fill the building with lots of really cool, neat and interesting tiny little sub-assemblies, lots of little exhibits to make the entire museum feel alive and fresh and full of character and life. Number 6, 10323 Pac-Man Arcade. Pac-Man is the best arcade game. Don't at me, Xevious fans. Okay, maybe Ms. Pac-Man is better, but that's beside the point. They're both... Alright, Pac-Man in general, best arcade concept. The LEGO Pac-Man arcade machine is wonderfully faithful to the spirit and the joy of actually playing Pac-Man on an arcade machine. The function inside the set that allows the screen to actually show a moving Pac-Man and ghosts is absolutely inspired. It's just delightful. One can only hope that we get more arcade machines in the future, but by itself Pac-Man is absolutely perfect, and it really doesn't need anything else to stand next to it on a shelf because it's just that good alone. Number 5, 41757 Botanical Garden. Yes, it's a LEGO Friends set, and what a LEGO Friends set. It's no surprise really that LEGO Friends is one of the 5 biggest themes for LEGO at the moment. A lot of the buildings are absolutely gorgeous. This theme has for several years now been delivering some of the coolest facades and playable but also very displayable buildings that we have across all of LEGO. The Botanical Garden does something thoroughly unique by filling an absolutely beautiful architectural structure with a lot of different flora, making for a set that is both pretty in the kind of architectural sense and pretty in the flowery sense. We'll have to wait and see what the new LEGO Ideas Botanical Garden ends up looking like, but in the meantime, you could do an awful lot worse than the one we already have. Number 4, 31208 Hokusai the Great Wave. 2023 feels like the year that the LEGO art theme really found its feet. After a lot of really interesting and unique experimentation over the past few years, finally we have perhaps the pinnacle, the peak of everything that has been achieved thus far in the form of Hokusai the Great Wave. It is such a picture-perfect translation of the original art print that is the Great Wave, with the added joy of everything that is LEGO. It's brilliant the way that it uses 1x1 circular studs as almost comic book halftone in the background to make the wave absolutely leap out of you. And this set is 3D in a way that a lot of previous LEGO art sets have not been. Subsequent LEGO art sets have been a little bit more hit and miss, but absolutely the Great Wave crushes it. This is the best that you can get from LEGO art at the moment. Number 3, 76417 Gringotts Wizarding Bank Collector's Edition. An expansion to the existing LEGO Diagon Alley was always going to be a bit of a challenge, not least because many of the most interesting looking buildings from Diagon Alley appear in the original set. In order to stand on its own as a single building worth buying all by itself, LEGO Gringotts had to be something special, and it really is, thanks to the decision to expand not horizontally, but vertically. Ultimately, the only real problem with this set is that it's a bit of a challenge to display, especially if you've got the existing Diagon Alley and you want to display them all together, or if you're afraid of just accidentally nudging it with your elbow one time and causing it to fall over suddenly. Number 2, 10316 The Lord of the Rings Rivendell. Lord of the Rings LEGO is back, and it couldn't have been a better return. This is absolutely the return of the king. Not only is this building expansive, gorgeously detailed, and filled with interesting minifigures, it's got that delightful roof pattern, complete with the bizarre but absolutely inspired building instruction to just use a base plate to straighten out all of those lines of tiles so that they all look uniform and perfect. There's absolutely no denying it. This LEGO set, wait for it, you ready? This LEGO set is precious. Finally, number 1. What could it be? What is our absolute top pick for the year? Which LEGO set from all of 2023 is the one that shines brightest than anything else? Which is the set that we absolutely could not do without? Which set is the true buried treasure of LEGO for 2023? It is, of course, LEGO 77105 Temple of the Golden Idol. Yes, it's Indiana Jones, and he's back, and he's got a swingy boulder, and he's got a pit to jump across, and he's got a golden idol that's going to descend slowly into the ground, and it's going to terrify him, and he's going to run away, and Alfred Molina's going to be there, and he's going to be all like, throw me the whip, Indy, and then he's going to get like stabbed by some stabby things, and then the Belloc is going to get away with the plane, and it's all of it's Raiders of the Lost Ark, and it's brilliant. I believe I accidentally said Last Ark instead of Lost Ark, but I'm sure no one's going to be pedantic enough to pick up on that in the comments. 2023 has not been a kind year to the Indiana Jones franchise, and it is unlikely that we'll be getting a huge amount of more Indiana Jones sets in subsequent years, simply because, well, apparently everybody's just kind of done with really old Harrison Ford running around, no matter who he's partnered with. No, we never did get that Temple of Doom set, and that is a shame because from the blurry picture that ended up surfacing online, it did look pretty neat. But as far as Indiana Jones LEGO goes, if this really is something of the swan song for the entire theme, it's going out on a high note, and what more can you ask for than that? More Indiana Jones LEGO, of course. That then is our list for the top 10 LEGO sets of 2023, and by now you are probably absolutely furious because we left off your particular favourite. That being the case, make sure that you head down to the comments below and let us know what fools we are for missing your particular favourite. While you're down there, make sure that you do all of the regular YouTube things. Give this video a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, etc, etc. Now, if you are going to be making a LEGO.com purchase in the near future, make sure that you use the QR code which is on screen or the affiliate link which is in the description. Doing so is the absolute best way that you can support Brick Fanatics beyond, you know, liking, sharing, subscribing, etc, etc. Make sure that you also do go to brickfanatics.com for all of your LEGO coverage, where we've got a variety of different top 10 lists for 2023. Top 10 minifigures, top 10 LEGO news stories, etc, etc. And make sure that you sign up to our newsletter so that you never miss anything LEGO related ever again. See you in 2024.